What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I had a nice, quiet little weekend, but I did go out on Saturday night. And I'm going to say to Woodies, I'm going to need y'all to stop charging so much for drinks and putting a lot of water. Like the drinks felt so watered down to me. They did not taste as good as they normally taste, and I just wasn't here for that. And shout out to these girls that I met at IHOP. I don't remember their names. They don't probably know my name, but you know they made me feel good a little bit because when I told them we was talking, I was like, yeah, I'm 34. They was like 34. They thought I was younger, so you know that made me feel real good. Shout out to those girls, and yeah, shout out to Dennis. I'm gonna tell you how Dennis embarrassed me. He really made me upset, cause you know how if you gain a little weight and stuff and you lose it, you be like, well, I didn't even realize I was that fucking big. So now, like, he has this thing when he see me like, yeah, you are big, you are this, you are that. Like, it is so blunt. And I'm just like...
Wait. He said that in front of people?
When he hugged me, he told me that in my ear. And I was just like...
Well, I think friends, I feel like friends should tell you.
Yes.
Like, for instance, I was at my cousin's, at the hospital yesterday visiting one of my cousins, and another one of my cousins said to me, oh my God, you're losing weight. And I don't feel like I'm losing weight. So I'm like, no. So she's like, no. And then another one of my cousins who was sitting there, and she was like, no, that's, take it because it's, and I'm like, but I don't feel it, nor do I see it.
Yeah.
So, and I felt like, it was nice of her to say that, but it was the first time, other than my mother, it was the first time that another family member, other than my mother, made a comment about my weight, which means that all my family knows that I'm getting big.
Yeah. Wait, put this down, please.
Knows that I'm getting big. So for her to say that, I said to myself, oh, so that must be the new topic, that Mikkel is getting big. Because, I've always been skinny. Yeah. So she said, oh my God, you're losing weight. But I didn't feel it. But I think that in your case, I think that it's a good thing when your friends and family can tell you, listen, you're getting a little heavy. Yeah. But I don't think that it should be an ongoing, you already told me, and close your eyes. Because I want to get this. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's just long.
I don't know what the hell that
It was an eyelash, but it was just long. I thought it was loose. Tell me and then wait to see my progress. Don't just every time you see me keep saying, yeah. You know what I mean? Because
I tell you, I can snap it right back when I want.
You can. Yeah. And you've done. So, I mean, I don't want you to keep saying every time you see me, oh, you're big, you're big, you're big. Yeah. I had to get on one of my coworkers like that, too, because she had made a few comments about me and my weight, too. And I said, oh. Just because you lost some weight over the past few years, you're still a little top heavy, miss. And it shut her right on up. So then recently, maybe about a month ago, another one of our coworkers, and she has this thing where she says stuff, and some people who say things and they don't realize that they're being offensive. Yeah. And she was talking to another male coworker of ours, and she said, yeah, because you kind of big, and he didn't catch on, but I caught on. And I said, boy, you sure do always like to call people out on their weight, like you small. Ooh. I said, no, I'm just saying. I said, yeah, because you wouldn't like it if he was to say that about you, would you? And then but stop doing that. And like I said, some people, especially if somebody's close to you, like Dennis, you can tell me, like, listen, I can, but after you don't have to keep telling me that, Dennis.
Because I wasn't ready. Like what you said,
especially when we out having a good time.
Yes.
Don't keep saying that.
The first thing he said, and I said, okay, bitch.
I would tell him that. Did you tell him that?
Not yet.
Okay, but
he's saying on the video, But I'm not. I'm not like mad. Right. But I was shook a little bit. Right. Like, bitch,
tell me that I need to lose weight, but every time you see me, you don't need to tell me that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't need to tell me that because you've already told me, and I may be working on it. And people who are trying to lose weight know that it's not an easy process. As far as I've known, long as I've known Dennis, I've never known him to be big. Yeah. So he's not really familiar with people who have gained a little extra weight and the process of losing it. Yeah. So I wouldn't want him to think that it's just that easy to lose it. So don't keep saying to me every time you see me, oh, you getting big or you big. Okay, you've already said it.
It's a whole plan to losing weight, and you have to be.
Don't say it again.
Your mindset has to be there to want to lose it, and it has to be the reason when you would lose weight, it has to be for you. It can't be for nobody else or to please nobody else. Because if you're losing weight to please somebody else, you're not going to lose the weight and you're not going to be committed to it. And I'm not committed to losing weight.
Right.
Whether big or small, I have no problems in any, any department. So I'm content. But I don't like my stomach looking all pregnant sometimes.
Neither do I.
But
Nobody does. I don't either.
I'm like, I need to lose this baby. But other than that, yeah.
But I still look good.
Yeah. Let's see. We got 178 people watching us.
I still look good, so that's,
So, y'all know Sunday is music biggest night. It was the 61st annual Grammy Awards, and it was held in Los Angeles. I'm sure y'all don't care about all of that stuff. But I watched the Grammys last night. And I must say that there was never a point in the show where I felt like I needed to change the channel, or that I wasn't interested in what was going on. I watched every performance. I only missed Katy Perry coming out because I wanted to see how the Housewives ended, because normally that be the best part of the Housewives, the last 5 minutes. Because some drama going to happen and you're like, alright bitch, I can't wait.
And then they leave it as a cliffhanger.
Yeah, but it was no cliffhanger. It was more like a mid-season finale. But back to the Grammys. So I missed part of Dolly Parton's performance. But I'm going to tell y'all this.
Excuse me.
I would love to hang out with Dolly Parton one day. Just to have drinks, some good country music, and hear some stories, because I know she got a bunch of stories to tell. And I would be that good ear that, for her to just tell me stories and get all the tape. She had her, Katy Perry, Casey Musgraves, who won Album of the Year. She had Miley Cyrus and a couple other people. And they sang those songs and they had themselves a good old time. That was one of the highlights of the show. That was like, it was just so good. And I don't know why I love that song, Jolene. I don't know the words, but I fucking love that song. And her and Miley Cyrus performed it. And I was sitting there thinking, like, Miley Cyrus, if she was really serious about being a singer, she would be a great country singer. Because you know how she like to still, y'all know how Miley Cyrus do. But if she was serious about being a country singer, she would get all the accolades and everything. And I think people would take her career more seriously than her trying to be like this. I smoke weed and I smoke pot and all, like, girl.
Something that,
yeah. And shout out to Danielle Strachan.
She looked good too,
for donating $10 to us. Yes, she did. And the show opened up with that song Havana by Camila Cabello. Now, I don't know her all like that, and I'm not familiar with Fifth Harmony's music, but I must say, like, she's on every award show. In the past, she couldn't catch my attention. But this time, she caught my attention. And I think you farted. And it's nasty. And I need... why would you do that?
I did not.
It smells so bad.
I didn't fart.
Yes, you did.
I think someone's in the bathroom. Someone's in the bathroom.
It smells so bad. Camila.
I didn't fart.
For those, if y'all asking why I keep looking to the side, we're live on YouTube, so this is like a little preview. And of course, I'm gonna cut it off soon.
What is that smell?
You, bitch.
It's not me.
Yes, it is.
And where's your Febreze? This is the time when I want you to spray it.
Who's calling you with no number?
That lady, that man's wife.
I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, Camila Cabello opened up the Grammys, and she had J Balvin. I don't know who he is, but he's a little Latin artist. Ricky Martin. And she had somebody else. And it was so cool. Like, I'm like, yes, bitch, y'all better open up this show. And then Alicia Keys was the host.
How did she do?
I think she did a good job.
I heard she did good.
I think she did a good job. And I wouldn't be surprised if she hosts next year. Or they might try to call LL Cool J back. But
I wonder why he didn't do it this year.
I don't know.
Because he's been the face of the Grammys for the past
I know, a long time. But they got Alicia Keys to do it. She opened up the show. She brought out Jada Pinkett, Michelle Obama, Lady Gaga, and J-Lo.
Lady Gaga looked really good.
Yes. And, they all talked about their thing. But I was just so surprised to see Michelle Obama there. It would have been great if she could have presented an award to someone.
Right.
But, you know, that didn't happen. But I just was like, okay, Alicia, I didn't like her opening outfit because it looked like it was something she would go to bed in. You know, it's a nighttime. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? But other than that, she really tried to be upbeat. She tried to entertain, and she did entertain with the dual pianos, and she played on both pianos, and she sang other people's songs. Like, okay, I said, okay, Alicia.
Which she got from a female artist from years ago.
Yes,
I think her name.
It's a black woman. They was, you know, tweeting about her. I've never heard of this woman, but I think it's so cool to be able to, first of all, to learn the piano, and then to play and not look like that.
That's talented.
Yes, and I'm glad that Alicia Keys' voice is like, it seemed like it's coming back because she did a good job. Whoever her new vocal coach is, shout out to them, because we all know that Alicia Keys had some problems after she had Egypt. Her singing voice just was not the same. So, but she did a great job. She did a great job hosting, entertaining the crowd. She brought John Mayer out. You know, they had a little thing, and then that led to the Song of the Year category, which was won by Childish Gambino. And I'm just surprised that he wasn't there. I don't know why he wasn't there, but I know he's an actor and he be doing stuff, so, you know, but his song, This Is America, won Song of the Year and Record of the Year, and I thought maybe Lady Gaga would win. But, you know...
You did.
Yeah,
I never even thought about Childish Gambino.
No, I didn't think he would win.
Right.
Because, you know...
And you know what's so crazy? You know what's so interesting? That he won for that song in that video, was it? But yet Beyonce didn't win anything. Like Lemonade didn't win for. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And that was kind of, they both were kind of like with the same message.
And Lemonade was like, cause y'all know us men, we didn't get Lemonade when it first came out. That was like one of our most thumbs down video ever. But when you think about it, it's like when Beyonce put out quality music, she's rarely rewarded for it.
Right. Right.
And Lemonade was album of the year, and they gave it to Adele. You know, it was just like, and then when you look at who won album of the year,
I should have went to Beyonce.
And if I listen to this new girl that won album of the year, if I listen to that album versus Lemonade, I guarantee you I'm gonna go for Lemonade over that album. So,
but it was just interesting. I just go back to Childish Gambino, but I just thought it was interesting that he won for that particular song. I wish he was and yet there. Lemonade didn't win, and they both had the same message of, you know, black people being treated unfairly in this country.
Unfairly, you know, Beyonce. But I think Lemonade was more of Beyonce's her experience of being cheated on, the ups and downs of love, the the things that we go through. But like Formation, I don't even think it got. Formation would have been something, but I don't think it got album of the year, because for me, the lyrics of Formation doesn't have anything to do with the video.
Well, no, the video. Well, that's what I meant too. Let me just clarify that the video, because you're absolutely right. The video has nothing to do with the song. Just like Single Ladies had nothing to do with that video.
Yeah.
but
when you seen that, once we heard Formation, like we was ready.
Right.
But the video was totally different, and then what she did at the Super Bowl. Right. And everything like that.
But at that time, she was trying to put her message out in her music without saying anything. But I'm going to put my message out. You know what I mean? Like even at the Super Bowl, like you said, for her and her dancers to come out dressed as Black Panthers. You know what I mean?
NFL wasn't ready.
They wasn't ready. That's how you know. Something that what's the name said that he was going to do, but he never did. The guy who performed at the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, Maroon 5. Yeah, they didn't show it.
He claims that
he had like One Love and all of that stuff.
Yeah, but when I saw the lights, you barely could tell what the fuck that said. So you know, yeah. I bet.
That's what he was claiming. I didn't watch. I still didn't watch.
No, I didn't watch it either. I just saw after the fact when they were showing it on the news.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't watching it.
Yeah. So Cardi B won Best Rap Song. Best Rap Album, excuse me, because I don't think she was nominated for Best Rap Song. She won Best Rap Album, and she's the first female artist to ever win Best Rap Album. And I believe it was Best Solo, because I know Missy won some awards in rap, but it was not like best rap album. So that's what
I think
she
they said
won.
something about Lauryn Hill and the Fugees.
Probably. They probably did.
But that was.
But as a solo artist.
As a solo artist, right? Because that was Lauryn.
Yeah, as a solo artist, Cardi B won, and like I just, I have a love-hate relationship
I'm
with
gonna
her.
look up Lauryn Hill's Grammy win.
Sometimes I think that she's so, she can be so ghetto, but it's so genuine.
Right.
Like she's just happy to be there.
Right.
She's happy to prove haters wrong, and I get my life from that.
Right.
And I think she's the first like an artist that's debuted on Love Hip Hop to ever win a Grammy. Like she's really taking her career seriously, and it's the best thing for her.
Wait, she won Album of the Year 1989. Miss Education of Lauryn Hill.
Miss Education, I think she won an R&B.
Well, it says Grammy Award from Album of the Year.
Yeah, but go to the Fugees.
Well, this is Lauryn Hill. 1999.
The Fugees never.
Well, this is just. I just put Lauryn Hill's Grammy wins.
Oh, go to Wikipedia because normally it'll come up under awards and stuff. There you go, bam.
She won 8 Grammy Awards.
So the Fugees must never win an award.
Hold on.
Best rap album. So as a solo artist.
Yeah, but
Man.
Carly won as a solo artist.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill was with the Fugees.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So so Lauryn Hill should have more than 8. How many Grammy? I don't. No, she won 5 that night on the Grammys.
Yeah, but she's won more over the years. That's why it says 8 altogether.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm being New Zealand from.
Look.
Child. I ain't wishing her a happy birthday. I said, hey, happy birthday, Queen, to Kelly Rowland, and that's it. But so yeah, shout out to Cardi. I'm running this too long. Now when Cardi won, Ariana Grande took to Twitter and tweeted her bullshit. Now listen, Ariana, you have been my girlfriend this weekend. I've listened to Sweetener and I listened to Thank You Next all weekend. Don't fuck this up by looking like being a hater. You looking like you're being a hater on Twitter. I don't give a fuck about why you said you tweeted what you tweeted or what it was about. Mm-hmm. Girl, that was not the time to be doing that. Plus, you're not even there. So you should have been doing something else. Maybe you should have been on Instagram Live talking to people to buy your album or stream it or whatever. Because I've been streaming. I didn't buy it, but I streamed it. Excuse me. But she's my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Like, I fell in love with Sweetener because I've always liked the first half of Sweetener. I never really listened to the second half. But for these past 2 weeks, I've been listening to the album in full. And I say, okay, I really like this album. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I think I like the first half of her album because Pharrell produced the first part. And then he produced like 2 songs like towards the last part. But anyway, like Ariana, like don't do shit like that. And we was on your side when you stuck to your guns and said why you wasn't performing at the Grammys. And now you like fuck and bullshit and all that. Come on.
Right.
Just because Mac Miller didn't win, like, girl, he didn't win. Sometimes, this is your first, and you won your first Grammy yesterday. You should be on the moon about your Grammy win. Nobody else is.
Right.
So, yeah, like, now you in Twitter jail. So I don't know.
They put her in Twitter jail?
No, she ain't in Twitter jail, but I'm just like, girl, just be careful. Don't fuck this up. And Cardi fans are happy too.
Right. Can I just say something too about this Grammy? Let me just start with Ariana. Well, not even Ariana. There were a lot of people, and somebody said, well, I saw somebody say, what was the point of bringing Mac Miller's, did they bring his family out?
I don't know. I didn't see him. I don't remember them saying anything about his family.
Okay, because I saw a post that said, what was the point of bringing his family out if you weren't going to give him an award? And I'm thinking like, well, why do you need to
Well, he's nominated. Shit. That's enough to they probably give his family.
Right, so because he died, that means that you have to give him an award?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't mean that.
Nope, not at all.
If he didn't win, he didn't win.
No. And sometimes, award shows do that. Right. Like, well, I'm not going to say why I think certain people won because I don't need nobody coming at my neck. But let me tell y'all this: the person that won who died, and there was no discrepancies about it.
Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse, not even her. Heath Ledger. Oh. That's the only one I could ever think of that was like that motherfucker deserved.
And I saw that Batman that year that came out. Heath Ledger was beyond amazing. Like, even when you were in the movie theater watching it, I said to myself, he's gonna win an Oscar for this. Not even because he died, but because of the fact that he was that damn good. He was that good. Like, he was amazing. You almost, even though Jack Nicholson's Joker is iconic, you almost forgot about it. Because you said to yourself, in the past, the Joker has always been looked at as a joke. But in that film, he was scary, and it was just like,
he had a big impact.
Yeah, and he was good.
And even his costume today is, everybody still wants to be that Joker.
That Joker. It's so sad.
It's so sad. Yeah. He
so
did
sad.
the damn thing.
Oh, it's so sad.
So,
wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Because I want to say something about Cardi.
Oh, go ahead.
I was excited, because you know, for the underdog to win, I was excited for her. I need for Nicki Minaj and her fans to realize that there's a new sheriff in town.
Okay.
And I need for them to realize that, because for the past 2 years, a lot of them, including her, have been dogging Cardi out. And I think that Cardi was one of those people that you did not expect to even get this far, especially coming from Love and Hip Hop. And I said last night, and I said today on my live, that it's kind of like how in the past when Beyonce fans used to come at Rihanna fans, because we were, I think, remember those fan wars? And I said that, but the Beehive, we finally had to realize that there was a new bitch in town. Yes. It didn't mean that Beyonce wasn't still that bitch. It just meant that this stage is definitely big enough for another bitch. That was me doing that.
Oh.
That was me. This stage is big enough for, I'm sitting right next to you doing it. This stage is big enough for another bitch. And it's like they need to realize that with Cardi B, because it's like Cardi's not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere. And to me, I looked at it as, this is what happens when you've been dogging out legends and you've been dogging out newcomers, and now you're reaping what you sow.
Yeah, and I think it's her piece.
It is definitely her piece. Because did you see earlier that last night BET weighed in?
Yes, they did. And that was so wrong.
It was very wrong. And then Nicki Minaj said that they were dropping out, stop doing the tour. Yeah. And then she said that she's going to give an announcement on Queen Radio as to how she feels about this whole Grammy situation. But see, this is my thing. This is my thing. Can I just say this? Because a lot of her fans were just like, you know, oh, she's been doing this for so long and she didn't win a Grammy, and then here comes Cardi. Well, there's a lot of artists who've been doing this for so long and don't have a Grammy. Case in point, the Queen herself, Diana Ross, was on that stage last night, and she's never won a Grammy. And she's been doing this for damn near 60 fucking years. Yeah. And she's never won a Grammy.
And for the ones that want to be technical, she does have a lifetime achievement, but that's nothing like winning a category.
She's never won a Grammy.
Yes.
The same thing for Cicely Tyson. She now has a lifetime Oscar, but she's never won an Oscar.
Yes.
She's never won. She has this lifetime Oscar for her body of work. The same as Diana has that lifetime Grammy for her body of work.
It's like a constellation or an honorary.
It's an honorary award.
Yeah.
But they never won anything. So to even say, oh, well, Cardi just came in here, and how Nicki been doing this for 10 years, well, there's people who've been doing it twice as long as Nicki, and they ain't won nothing. Patti LaBelle been doing this for damn near 60 years, and I think she's only got like 2 or 3 Grammys.
She only has 2 Grammys.
Right. So, I mean, you can't say that. Look at the other artists, female artists out there who've been doing this for years, and Beyonce has more than them. Yeah. She got 23 Grammys. Beyonce is the second most awarded woman in Grammy history, right behind Aretha Franklin, and which I'm kind of proud that it's 2 black women.
But see,
that's something to be proud of.
But when I think about the Grammys, like back in the day, I think it was much harder to win a Grammy than it is.
Clearly it was, Kevin.
Yeah.
Clearly, because when you look at the fact, first of all, the fact that we have these amazing legends still living, Diana, Shaka, Patty, Gladys, we have all of them still living. And the fact that I don't even think any of their Grammys put together even equals up to Beyonce's Grammy numbers. You know what I mean? The fact that you have them, that shows you that back then it must have been really hard to win a Grammy. Yeah. It must have been really, really hard. But I think too, it must have been really hard to win a Grammy because of the talent that was out back then. I mean, all of that fucking talent. Can you imagine being on the Grammy boards in the 70s, having to choose between Aretha Franklin, Gladys Knight, Shaka Khan, Donna Summers? My head would have been like, well, how the fuck do I pick out of these women? You know what I mean? Nowadays, it's so easy because you be like, well, this one is talented, but the other 5, you be like, why the fuck are they even nominated?
Yeah. and then the Grammys made it even harder now because they got rid of best male, best female. Now they're just like, no, bitch, who's the best overall? Right. And then you get people like, oh, well, women not being nominated. And, you know, when somebody says something about it, now you anti-woman. No. I say...
They said that 31 women won last night.
Yeah, but you know what? But this is all because people were complaining, oh, well, women never get nominated. I'm tired of people complaining about, oh, well, women should get this, women should get that, and I don't want nobody to hate on me. But we talking about the Grammys. If your music is good, it will be fucking nominated. If it's not, then try again. The Grammys is really not the end all, be all. It's really not. And another thing is, why is it 8 fucking people and Best New Artist, Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Album of the Year? Why is it 8 people? I'm used to it being 5 people, and I think that sometimes, with it being that big, you're going to cancel each other out. Now, I don't really know Dua Lipa, and I'm wanting to like her, but I'm like, how the fuck she won Best New Artist over her? How did she do that? How? Because if you vote, you like, well, I'm gonna vote for either Chloe or Halle or her or something like that, and then you cancel each other out with the votes, and you got somebody, oh well, this is my favorite type of music anyway, so I'm gonna just go for her. People go with who they want to be safe with. So, you know, sometimes I wish they could bring back Best Male and Best Female, but I like the competition of it all. If your music is that fucking good, it wouldn't matter if you're a male or female, it will be honored at the show. To get a nomination, most people are lucky to even get that. And to perform on a goddamn show. Yeah. So I just be tired of people like complaining, oh well, women didn't get this and men didn't get this. Like, if you're good, you're good. If you're good, you fucking good. It shouldn't even matter your sex. That part don't even matter. But it makes you want to nominate people just so people can shut the fuck up because a woman wasn't there. A woman is now in the category. That's all they doing. Like, it shouldn't be done just to please people. Like the Oscars try to make a category to give Black Panther an Oscar. No. Stop trying to most popular film. Who gives a fuck about most popular film? Right. I want best film.
Right. That is the most popular film. The best film. Stop
trying to please everybody. Right. People going to be upset. But when it comes to us and our skin color, yes, we have been overlooked for a long time. And there are a lot of them who are talented. But y'all overlook them all the time. And it's about time they be recognized. But don't just recognize me for my skin color. Nominate me because I was that fucking good in that category. I'm sorry if I'm going
How do you
wrong.
feel about, because I didn't see this, how did you feel about Jennifer Lopez's performance?
Let me tell you something.
Tell it.
That was the watered down Motown. That was a Vegas act. J-Lo did a great job, but bitch.
That wasn't Motown.
That was not Motown. That was me lip syncing Motown and putting on a good show. That was disrespect. Because if this was Latino what is it? What do we call it? Latino History Month.
They wouldn't have Fantasia.
And they had the Latin Grammys, and Beyonce performed, Selena and Gloria Estefan and all those other girls. Them Latinos would have a motherfucking fit. Just like we are having a fit. Because Motown is important to us and our culture. And you let this Latino woman come up there and perform Motown hits? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, they're not.
She flipping around. Wasn't nobody flipping and dipping in Motown. They had their goddamn steps together. Those men, oh my God, at that time, those men were on fucking point. They could sing. Most of them could anyway. And the whole ambiance of Motown was not showed last night. And I felt bad that they put Smokey Robinson in that situation, and Alicia Keys too. And why was Neo on the piano? Neo was not needed. Let me tell you what would have been, and some people like, well, they're doing a Motown show for the Grammys are already doing a Motown show. I don't give a fuck. what you want to do is if you want more people to watch what y'all want to do, you got to do something to pull them in, suck them in.
Motown is what, turning what?
60 years old.
This year.
Yes.
So they should do a real Motown show.
Yes.
And they should have...
And they're taping it tomorrow.
Oh. Did they have the lineup already?
Yeah, but I think what they should have done is even if if you don't have some of the original groups, they could have put some of the original groups. Yeah. Or like I say, I think they could have put Boyz II Men out there and they do the male Motown. You got Diana Ross there. Let her do her classic Motown hits. Or but maybe they might do it for the Motown special. But this the fucking Grammys. Have Diana Ross and the Supremes come out. They still alive. And then you have Smokey do his hits. Like for a good 10-15 minutes. And then you have Berry Gordy come out. Thank everybody, for 60 years. And be like, well, I can't wait for y'all to see what else we got on this date for CBS. With the Motown celebration. But Diana Ross came out there and was like, bitch, it's my 75th birthday and I'm celebrating my birthday. And
that's
she turned 75 to March. But she got the right to do that. When you're the boss, Miss Ross, you can do that.
And she looks amazing.
Yeah.
Doesn't she?
Yeah.
And it's all her hair too.
Yeah. And do you remember when Beyonce went to the Country Music Awards and they got her out of here? It's the
same thing.
You saying?
Kevin, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the fact that today when they were talking about it on The View, Abby made a really good point, with the vocals, but nobody addressed the elephant in the room, that the fact that she was a Latino doing Motown.
Yeah,
and Sonny didn't want to.
Whoopi there?
No, Whoopi said.
Yeah, because
Sonny didn't want to say anything because that's her friend. So she kept saying, "Oh, but she looked good," but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez.
And they should stop trying to bite their tongue.
Right, and that's what Megan said. Megan said that. Oh, Joy got her together today. Shut her right up for the rest of the show.
Really?
Megan didn't say a word after Joy got her together. She didn't say a word for the rest of the show.
Wow.
She was supposed to, yep. Joy, of course, was the host, and they were talking about some particular topic, and Joy said. In the very beginning, Joy said, "No, we're gonna move on. We ain't talk about that right now. Like, cut her off." So Megan, So then when they went back to whatever they went back to, they started talking. So then Megan said, so then Joy said, "Okay, go ahead. You have something to say." Oh, it's my turn to talk. Oh, I can give my opinion on this. Okay, yeah. So Joy said, "Well, listen." So then Megan said, so then Joy must have said something that made her face because the camera was on Megan. So Megan said, "Oh, well, I'm not going to say anything then." "No, go ahead, I won't say anything." So Joy said, "Well, if you're going to have a hissy fit, then don't say anything."
Yeah.
And Megan shut right up. And then Sonny and Abby and the audience gave like that little, they should laugh or get quiet because it was like, and after that, she never said another word after the whole show.
Joy and Megan need to either.
No, somebody needs to pull Megan to the side and say, "Listen here. You are 32 years old, 33, 34, however old the fuck you are, act like it.
Yeah.
Okay? Stop acting like you're 12. Because that's what she acted like today. And I was just like, I'm so happy somebody did that. Because Whoopi rarely does it. Whoopi does it, but she does it in a subliminal way. She'll try to act like, "Oh, we got to go to commercial, that's why we had to cut you off." No, bitch, you're cutting her off because she's acting like a child. So call her out on it. And that's what she did. I'm so happy. And Joy said, "Well, if you're going to get a hissy fit because you can't have your way, then we'll just move on." And she sat there and didn't say another word.
Yeah.
I was like, good.
But Joy and Megan always go at it. And
that's because Megan is very disrespectful. And she's disrespectful towards Joy. And Joy is the oldest one on that panel.
Yeah, because if somebody was disrespecting her father, she wouldn't
or
like
just
that.
Her fucking father. Yeah, she wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
Because she always got to bring her father up into stuff. So she needs to get some respect. And I'm so glad that Joy called her out. And one of them producers need to call her out too. Like, you need to chill the fuck out or go the fuck home. One or the fucking other.
So J-Lo, so we can't hate that. You can never say J-Lo did a bad job, but I just feel like
she was wrong for that.
Yes, and let me tell you what I think really happened, bitch. I think they wanted Beyonce to do it, and they said, "Oh, bitch, since Beyonce not going to do it, then we're going to have to go with J-Lo." And that's the only way I can figure they would get J-Lo.
Why do you think if they wanted Beyonce? Why do you think Beyonce wouldn't have done it? Because Beyonce was nominated. So why not just come and do it?
Maybe she wasn't feeling like being at the Grammys this year.
Or performing.
Yeah, remember on that album they said, "Bitch,
if I'm not performing something of mine, then I don't want to perform."
Yeah, well, why not? But I mean, Beyonce tributes everybody, but maybe she was like, "No."
Hello? 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 We're recording.
Okay,
Shut up. Because we can hear you all through this camera. And don't come the fuck up here. With that dog. What?
All right, get that. Lock that door. I don't need that. Where that dog ain't. Lock the door. No, I don't want to come in.
Somebody.
The dog.
The dog didn't turn the doorknob.
Is the door not closed?
Somebody's turning the doorknob. Don't let that fucking mutt in here. Look at Shakina. Why are all these dogs up here? So they can come up here and just do what the fuck they want to do.
Come on, out of here. You out of here.
Yeah.
don't yell at her.
Where's Chase?
All chocolate up. His grandma. Yeah, his grandma let him get chocolate all over his fucking.
Which one? Which grandma?
Shakina's mother, not Nina.
Really? He had chocolate all over?
Everywhere.
Well, why was Shakina's mother
Shirt, pants,
let him have
shoes.
chocolate all over his face?
Yeah.
They don't know what they're doing
That's
around
why
that house.
they came back early. I was wondering why. I was walking the dogs though.
So you can't let kids go over everybody's house.
That's.
I hope the mother hear me.
I want to come outside.
Yeah.
Chase, I mean,
Tricks, come on.
Yeah.
Just cash out. And
Wait, close that door because I don't want nobody using nobody's Cash App name. We live on camera and.
whatever. It's live.
Okay.
What's
Chase,
Why Chase had chocolate all over him?
Smoke.
He got chocolate all over him?
he did.
Why?
Ooh.
Bitch, I had him.
Why did he have chocolate all over
Because
him?
he was with my mom and he had.
Why she let him get chocolate all over him? I don't see. That's why I don't like Chase going on. I don't like. That's why I don't like.
See, she only
That's
let
why I
him
don't
do it
like
'cause
Chase.
it's her mom.
Yes, because anybody else, she would have had a fit. If I would have let him have chocolate all over him, you would have had a fit. But because it's your mom, it's okay. So he shouldn't go over everybody's house. Well, if he come with me one day, I'm gonna make sure he got cherry stains all over his clothes. And I dare you to say something to me about it. I dare you. Why don't you shut the fuck up and go back downstairs? I'm talking to
Who picks
her.
cherries?
Right.
Juice. Hello? He'll drink the juice. And the mother won't be there to tell me not to give it to him.
Okay, girl.
Okay?
I always have them. So what you saying?
Well,
Y'all
you
fucking up my
Well, tell
time.
your friend to shut the fuck up.
Oh, wait a minute.
Don't talk to him like that. Yeah, don't talk to him like
Say,
that.
oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I heard him. Come on. Take these dogs downstairs. Look at this one.
Come here, Smoke.
Don't call her in here. Yeah, please don't call her in here.
He can't take him downstairs, but he's calling.
Yeah, like what kind of shit
I
is
like
that?
Smoke.
What's Chase doing?
He sleep.
What you say you sleep?
Well, wake him the fuck up.
No, because he's going to wake up when my mom wants to wake up.
Well, if he's asleep now, he's not going to
Is your
stay
mom
asleep.
cooking something?
He's not going to stay asleep tonight, and he's going to wake you up from all that
Okay,
crying.
you want to have him? I mean,
Because Kevin said he's always waking him up when he's crying.
He had us waking up too with his slow jams in the morning, like he work on Wendy Williams.
It's fucking 9 o'clock in the morning. Your ass should be up.
No, it be at 7 o'clock. Like,
I don't care if it's 7 or 9.
Shut your fucking door.
When I
Shut
wake
your
up,
fucking
if I
door.
want to listen to music, I'm going to turn it the fuck on.
Well, hey, we gonna do what the fuck we want.
You don't like the fuck what he's doing? Go to
Get
your
Get
mother's
out.
house.
Get on your
You
tail.
don't you can kiss my ass. Anything else? So shut the door, Ken down.
What? Kendall.
I don't even know what that means.
You know Ken is from Marvin? I know you can play with
You
that.
got to stop talking to her so she can do what I asked her to do.
Well, she can multi-fucking-task?
I'm doing it. You look
Close that door.
What you mean you're lucky Amber here? Amber's daughter is home. She ain't nobody.
She
no
was
kid
here
in her.
earlier.
Okay. She gonna say she lucky Amber here like Amber stopping the show. Amber don't stop no fucking show up here.
Okay.
Okay? Cause I'll cuss her the fuck out and you the fuck
Three
out.
gossip girls, first of all, because you've been gossiping. That's why you ain't
I'm on the phone with my sister.
Yeah, she was gossiping. I was there.
I called her. Text her.
How you going against me for them? You got to talk to other folks.
Because she knew me longer than you. That's why she went against you for me.
I
Okay?
thought you were sleep. Then I
Okay. You've been fired for insubordination. Okay?
Excuse me? I
Okay?
didn't hear you.
She knew knew me longer than you.
I don't give a fuck.
That's
Ooh.
why she's going against the grain. And it don't matter if you
And
push
so
her
much
back
for
or
Chase
not.
being asleep because you the loudest one.
Yeah.
Kevin, what side you want to be on?
He's on this side.
I'm recording.
Okay?
Make me forget what I'm talking about.
I gotta hold the door for Amber because ain't no light in the hallway.
She needed on the
Close that fucking door.
Okay?
Yeah.
fucking-
I gotta. Yes,
I
this
don't
shit is live.
Live
Yes.
here. I do not.
And mind you, this says sneak peek into a new show. God damn it, this is a whole 4 show. I'm still recording though.
I don't live here.
Yeah.
I really don't live
So
here.
leaving J Lo alone, let's get into Drake. So Drake won best something, best rap song, and he got his award, and he was throwing shade from the time he
was throwing shade at the Grammys, right?
Yes.
Right.
And he got to the point, was like, I don't care. You know, if people come out and see you in the rain and the snow, then you already won. And I want to say thank you to everyone.
Your music, you won.
Yes. Yeah. And I want to say thank you to everyone who came to the Skorpion show 10th anniversary show, because it was sunny as hell, and then it rained, and y'all came out to my block, and we all ate and drank and sang and danced in the rain. Had a good time.
Why do you think Drake went hard like that? What was the point of him doing it?
I'm not sure, and I think he might have made a response, but I haven't found it.
Mm-hmm.
But
let me see if I can find it.
I think he was trying to say, like, a Grammy doesn't define who you are, and it's true. But it's one of the highest honors in music that you can win. It is the highest honor in music that you can win. So a lot of people want to win a Grammy. But if Drake want to get up on a Grammy stage and tell them that, you know...
Wait a minute. Drake got up on the Grammy stage and said musicians don't need a Grammy while accepting his Grammy.
He should
with
have
his
declined
Grammy
it.
in his hand.
He
should have declined it. You know who did that?
Yeah.
You want to know who did that?
In the Oscars, right?
Marlon Brando.
Mm-hmm.
Marlon Brando, when he won his Oscar for The Godfather, back in '73, I think it was, when he won his Oscar, he sent someone to an Indian woman who they said later on that she really wasn't Indian, that she was an actress playing Indian woman.
Oh, child.
Oh, well, okay, Elizabeth Warren, basically. Whatever. You know, just...
Oh!
But he sent her, because he didn't go, he sent her. And he won the Oscar, and she went up on the stage, and she declined the Oscar, and she gave the speech as to why Mr. Brando was declining the Oscar. He was declining it because of the treatment against American Indians at that particular time. Of course, the audience started booing her.
Yeah.
But that's how go against the grain.
Yeah.
I don't see how you're going against the Grammys, Drake, yet you're on the stage with the Grammy in your hand, accepting the Grammy, but then telling musicians they don't need a Grammy.
Yeah. But you know what?
Why didn't go up there? Why didn't you just go up there? Musicians, y'all need that. Thank you, but no thank you, and then leave.
Yeah.
Why not do that?
And this is gonna make me go back to telling y'all motherfuckers, if you want to tell them the Grammy ain't everything and it ain't nothing like getting an award from your own, then y'all need to start showing up for your own shit and not just when it's BET Awards time. I'm talking about showing up to the NAACP Image Awards and showing up to the Soul Train Awards. And I say this every year, and none of them niggas go. Y'all need to start going to NAACP Image Awards and start going to the Soul Train Awards. The NAACP is legendary. Soul Train is legendary. And you never show up. Y'all always win. Oh, but so-and-so couldn't be here tonight, so we're going to take this on their behalf. So-and-so couldn't do this, and they're like, come on. Show the fuck up. Maybe y'all should boycott the Grammys. I don't know why they're going to boycott. You know, but I feel like if you're going to do that, then you shouldn't accept the award.
Yes.
And the Grammys had every right to cut his ass off. Yes, you're not going to come to my house disrespect me.
Right.
And I'm going to let you stay in my house, bitch. Get the fuck out. You know, he stayed at the show. But Drake, come on. I get what you were saying, but that was not the time nor the place to do that. So we got Cardi, Ariana, Nicki, Gambino, Drake, J-Lo. Yeah, everybody did a great job. Her won album, our best R&B album. She won it on the show, and I'm happy for her. Like, she did a great, and she had her own performance. She didn't have to do a tribute to nobody. She did her own song. Best part, Hard Place or something like that. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And I loved how she had the people come out on the stage and sing with her. And she's like, say this and say that, and they were going back and forth. Oh, that was everything. I'm trying to think. I know I forgot some performances, but the Grammys last night,
How'd you
they
feel
were
about the
really
Aretha
good.
Franklin tribute?
I didn't like the Aretha Franklin tribute, cause you don't need 3 women singing one motherfucking song.
No, you should. No, you don't.
If you now, I like Yolanda, but she wasn't needed, and I like Andre Day, but she wasn't needed. If you wanted somebody to do Aretha Franklin, Fantasia was the one. And you know what? She was tamed because she had a woman on her right and a woman on her left, and she couldn't go off and do what she wanted to do. Grammys need to learn, and I don't know who these producers are. But y'all need someone like me that's young and that know what the fuck is going on to say, Fantasia don't need all them people. You give Fantasia 3 to 5 songs.
No, she don't.
And Fantasia will fucking kill it. And you know Fantasia mad when she can't kick her shoes off.
Yeah.
She's really not enjoying herself. Her feet probably fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Because she can't go off. She tried to give us a little 3 seconds. But I was mad. And plus y'all only gave Aretha Franklin 1 song. The most Grammy woman that won a Grammy, 27, 28 Grammys. She won Best Female R&B Vocal Performance 8 years in a row. And you only give her Natural Woman?
They said that they were going to pair Yolanda. I saw the article. They were really originally going to pair Yolanda, Fantasia, and J-Lo. But they decided to pair
Bitch!
They decided to pair her with the Motown thing. And then asked Andre.
Can you imagine J-Lo trying to do an Aretha song? That is, first of all, it was blasphemy with J-Lo doing Tina Marie. I said, I know she ain't doing Square Biz. I know she not. But hey, first of all, I didn't even know Square Biz was Motown. You know? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Is it?
I didn't. Clearly, it's part of Motown tribute. I mean, they went from the 60s to the 80s with J-Lo.
They did all Motown songs that you didn't even think.
Oh, bitch was Motown. Shit. You know, that was just
Motown tribute should be Diana, Fantasia, Jennifer, Jasmine, Beyonce.
Can you
Kelly,
imagine?
Who else? Gladys. Gladys wasn't Motown, was she?
I don't think Gladys is Motown. Maybe she was. I don't know.
Well, you ain't gotta be Motown to
Yeah,
sing.
because Aretha wasn't even Motown.
No.
And she was from Detroit.
Yeah.
She was Columbia Records.
Yeah, they all were from Detroit.
She was a Columbia kind
They
of
all lived down the street from that house on Motown. Can you imagine the stories from that one house, that Hitsville house? The shit that went down in there?
Oh, baby.
Because you know Diana Ross has a
How about the babies that was aborted? How about
the babies that was made?
How about all of it? How about the men that was?
How about the drugs that was being done?
How about the orgies that was going down?
How about the panties that was being left in there?
How about the condoms that was left with the cum in it?
How about the panty liners that was left in the trash can?
Oh. How about Barry Gordy stains is still on that wall?
How about Barry Gordy stains is still in Diana?
I'm not. Well, one of the children is still here, right?
He was next to his daughter.
Yeah.
Barry Gordy only has one daughter. Her oldest child is with Barry Gordy. And she was sitting right next to him.
I didn't know what she was doing.
On the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see it?
I hope she was on the phone on the Motown tribute.
She was calling for, what's her name? Look.
Yeah, me at every event.
Yeah.
Well, she did a you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hello. You know?
So, Real Housewives of Atlanta. So this is the last hurrah of the ladies being in Japan. And Nene was crying. First of all, Nene, you are too big to be so petty. I don't like that.
Too big.
Way too big.
She's big like a man.
And if you want to try to walk like anybody can see you and all of that, like, you keep disrespecting Tanya. And she already said, like, girl, let's work it out.
Because you don't want no problem.
Yeah, and you can't take out what's going on with you and Greg. You can't take that out on other people. It's not their fault that you and Greg got issues going on. So Nene was crying with, she was crying with Cynthia. Then Greg sent her flowers, and she was crying about that. She has a right to cry.
Right.
But I just was like, the way, like, girl, this is a bachelorette party for
who was getting married? Oh, it's Eva.
Eva.
I was about to say, who's getting
This is a
married?
bachelorette party. Yeah, this is a bachelorette party for Eva, and you disrespecting the host and like
Who was
your
the
big
host?
ass
Tanya, right?
Tanya. You could have stayed the fuck in your room. You didn't need to be there.
See, the thing about Nene, and you know, I have this love-hate relationship because remember, for a long time I couldn't stand her, and then when she went away, and then she came back to the show, I started liking her. And I think the confessionals is what really got me to like her because she's hilarious in the confessionals. But I think now that Nene knows that she is the star of Real Housewives of Atlanta, she really is, and she uses that. I'm that bitch. I'm that girl. And y'all, this show wouldn't be nothing without me. Like, that's her whole attitude. And I feel like, you know, while you are the star of Real Housewives of Atlanta, let's make it very clear that the show was going on without you for about, what, a season or two? When she wasn't on it? A season and a half. So let's not act like the show, you know, and people were still watching. Because Kenya was on there starting her shit.
Yes, she was. And I think they might bring Kenya and Phaedra back.
They need to bring all of them the fuck back.
Yeah.
Okay? Tanya can go.
No, I like her.
No, but she can go. They need to. Who needs to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Nene, Marlo, Cynthia, Eva, Portia, Candy, Sheree, Phaedra, and
That's way too many.
no, listen, and Kenya.
Somebody gonna be friends of the friends of the show.
Let me tell you something. Let them all come on there and cuss each other out every episode. Can you imagine this shade being thrown?
I can.
Who do you think would be on teams if all of them came back? It would be Nene, Marlo.
Kenya.
You think Nene and Kenya would?
Yep, I think they're gonna make up. Cause Kenya,
What about Phaedra?
Nene do that with everybody.
You don't think Phaedra?
Oh, you know what? Phaedra might be. I don't know. She might be on the fence, trying to play both sides, because she's trying to work her way back in.
Yeah, but I don't think she'd be team. I don't think she would be with Candy.
Candy and Portia. First of all, so wait. So let me get to
And
the
Peter,
part.
bring her back too.
Oh my God, you're trying.
Patrick. Yeah, she can come back. She's a little messy too.
Oh yeah, he was messy about Cynthia and
Man.
Man. I think this is gonna be her husband. She is like. See, I like how she really loves her man, and it's not like how Portia is. Cynthia that's some grown woman shit. They know they got something. And if anybody fucked that up, I would think it would be Mike, not Cynthia. But she's in love. I could tell. But, alright, so you had that little bachelorette party, whatever. So they after they had their bachelorette party, they went to they went clubbing, then they went to eat. And then when they got to eat, everybody got to talk about their highs and their lows. Portia talked about, she said, I don't have no highs, I don't have no lows, all my highs is Dennis and stuff like that. And Candy apologized to Portia because Candy was like, you know, I know what it's like with everybody hating on me and Ty, and Ty really turned out to be somebody good.
Right.
And basically, she had yolk on her face, and she felt bad about it. So she really apologized. And a lot of people are not woman or man enough to apologize for speculating about your relationship, hating on your relationship, and all of that stuff. Now, me, I was liking it because I was like, it's good to see Candy be a little bit messy, but it shows you that Candy has a heart, and that she knew that she was being messy and she was wrong. So she apologized, and they hugged and stuff like that. And it really ended on a high note. And a bit, basically, that's the mid-season finale of the Real Housewives. Because they showed us what's more to come. It's a lot of crazy shit that's about to go down. And I want to see who Nene is cursing out and about to fight. I think it could be Marlo, but I don't know. It could be Cynthia. I don't know. But I'm excited. Man, I'm like, how many more episodes y'all got to go? Because the first half, y'all not really giving us what we want on this show. Y'all not really giving me what I want. So hopefully it get a little bit more messier and stuff like that. So that's just my little spiel on the Housewives.
Well, I'll watch it tonight to catch up.
You will like it. You will like it because it wasn't bad. It was more like the culmination of this trip. And I want Nene and Greg to get it together, but clearly
They're not.
they're gonna get back together.
Well, clearly, yeah.
They're just getting on. He's getting on her nerves.
I want couples to stop going on social media and putting their vendors on social media.
Yes.
And then Nene and Greg are way too old to be doing that. He's like in his 60s and she's in her 40s. Like, y'all are too old for that. Too old to be doing something like that.
And she's done.
And somebody's whistling in the house. That's not good.
I don't know who's doing that. That just irked the shit out of me.
Yeah. It probably was your stepdad. It sounds like it's coming from the second floor.
So, no blazer. Sam Cooke has a documentary on Netflix. With Sam Cooke, he's been going for about 40 years. Over 40 years. 50 years.
Yeah, he's been going for
oh my God, that's damn. If you want to do the math, like 55 years.
Yeah.
There's a documentary about his life. The life he lived, the music that he's made, and they don't really put too much speculation on his death.
Since 64, that's 55 years. 55 years. Oh, he died the day before my birthday.
Yeah, so all right, so technically 54 years ago.
You can say 55.
Yeah, because it's 2019. But yeah, let me tell you, that documentary.
But let me just say, can I just say, I'll let you finish, because you saw it and I haven't seen it yet. But that story behind his death is really like interesting.
They paid a lot of people to lie.
Yeah, because I remember reading up about that, his death and where he died in that motel and all that, and I'm like, yeah.
First of all, you are a black woman working in a LA hotel, and you don't know who Sam Cooke is.
Yeah.
You see him trying to get into a room.
Right.
But you don't recognize that Sam Cooke.
Right.
You're
in
LA.
LA.
Yes.
Yeah, you're lying.
It's all a lie. And I do believe that maybe somebody robbed him. They threw his pants out the window, and that's why he was going off. Bitch, I'll be going off too. You steal my money?
Right.
And you ain't even service
And you know, back then, a lot of artists carried a lot of money with them.
Yes, they did. Yes.
And Aretha still did it to this day.
Yeah.
Until she passed.
So
and you think that they don't have a purse with cash in Aretha Franklin's casket with her? You are out of your mind. You are out of your mind if you don't think that. Okay?
They buried her with
Tuck
cash.
under that pillow like the Tooth Fairy.
That's cash.
That pillow wasn't propped up like that for nothing. You think that there's not a purse in that casket with her full of money? Oh, okay.
Well, I'm sure nobody's not gonna go in her mausoleum to take
ain't nobody going to no mausoleum to take that. Because first of all, I'm not going to nobody's mausoleum period to open no fucking casket.
Yeah.
How do people do that? They must open the casket right before they die. Because I ain't opening no casket 5, 6, 7 years after somebody died. Because I don't want to see that.
Well, it got to be a reason why you going to exhume a body out. Like,
no, but I'm saying the people who grave robbers are real.
Yeah.
That you're exhuming somebody's body to steal.
Yeah. Well, that's it. If it's worth something to steal.
Oh, I'm sure that, like I said, I'm sure there's a pocketbook in that casket with her.
I know Aretha family better not be trying to.
Or if it ain't a pocketbook with her, she got money pinned under her fucking dress. Okay. Okay.
Money is something. But she can't take it with her.
But listen, she's buying something where she's at. Why else would she take it? You know something I don't know? Because,
yeah. I don't think there's no money with her. But she had 3 outfit changes and still.
And you think it ain't no fucking money with 3 outfit changes? Are you kidding me? She was buried in a gold gown. There's money. She was buried in a gold gown in a gold casket.
Well, look,
there's money in there.
The Sam Cooke documentary. It's an hour and 13 minutes, and it has his ex-wives in it. I believe one ex-wife, or his widow, talking about what happened. It was a lot of. You know what I love though?
Somebody's putting your hairdresser on the thing.
My what? 22nd and Birds. Everybody know where they come to the block for the barbecue. Ain't nobody have no problem there. You want to see me 22nd and Birds.
That's why I don't let people come to my house.
You notice we ain't had no issues.
I don't know what y'all acting. I don't know. Oh, look at her. She's on Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
She's doing her thing though. But I don't like how people are trying to paint her out to be this
non-black woman person that want to be down with what you're going through.
I don't like that. And I think that while Kamala Harris has issues, just like every politician who's ran, including Obama,
worse than Trump.
Everybody, none of their issues is okay. But not only that, people are trying to paint her out to be this anti-black, anti-this, and it's like people have to realize that Kamala Harris was a prosecutor, and her job was to prosecute people.
Criminals.
Prosecute criminals. Was everybody she prosecuted a criminal? I'm sure probably not, because there's a lot of people in jail who are wrongfully accused of certain things. But this woman's job was to prosecute people. And if she's prosecuting criminals, whether they're white, Hispanic, black, Asians, that was her job. That was her job to do that. Okay? And so I feel like people are throwing darts. This is why I feel like the Democrats are not getting ahead, because of the fact that we're too busy.
Crabs in the barrel mentality.
We're too busy. Every time somebody comes out, we're too busy. Oh, well, this person, and it's us that's doing this. And it's like, come on. Everybody who's come out thus far, everybody got something negative to say. Oh my God, And it's like, come on. Can we please support somebody who's, and then not only that, she's a smart, intelligent woman. She's not but wait a minute. Everybody was Team Kamala during the hearings last year when she was grilling those fucking people under Trump. Everybody was Team Kamala, but now she's running for president. Now everybody's like, oh, she did this and she did that.
She's a cop.
And it's like, come on. This is why we can't get the fuck.
Let me tell you what that is. That's black men who don't like black women being ahead of anything. Or being in charge of anything. So you got a lot of them saying, that she did this and she did that. Let me tell you something. A lot of people that's in jail, a lot of them did that shit.
Tricky dick.
Everybody talking about, free this person, free that person. I say it all the time. You never see me say free nobody.
Because if you ain't never seen me say that.
If they did that shit,
then they need to be in jail.
There.
And I've seen people who have said free some of the most people who have
heinous crimes.
And here in Philly, and then you got these young people on Instagram, free my cousin. It's like, no. If they committed that crime, they need to be where they're at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My cousin just came home and I said that well, this actually has nothing to do with what I was about to say. So never mind.
Yeah.
Keep moving. Because that has nothing to do with what I was about to say.
But people don't like her because they feel like, y'all know that Jamaicans are black, right? That's just the island that they live on. Jamaican is not a race. Jamaican is a nationality. I need you guys to understand that. So, if you get a high black man, if you get a black man with an Indian woman or someone who's lighter skin, 9 times out of 10, the baby's going to be light.
But why are we doing that?
But people do it all the time.
There were some black people doing that.
Yeah.
Because they felt like, his mom is white, so is he really black enough? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, come on. Have you ever seen a president that looked like Obama living in the White House?
Hold up. So Cali said, well, most people know that. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Because people say, I'm Puerto Rican and I'm Dominican, or I'm Cuban and I'm black. Cuban is not a race. You are black and Latino. But a lot of people don't know that because they say, where you from? I'm Pennsylvania and I'm a New Yorker and I'm Pennsylvanian. No, bitch, you're American. Okay? Point blank.
But if somebody asks me where I'm from, I'm going to say,
yeah, from Philly.
Oh. But you should know that that's in the United States.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know. Jamaican is not a race. Cuban is not a race. Dominican is not a race. Haitian is not a race. They are all nationalities. Okay? Yeah. Panty liners is not a lining?
No, panty liners is not a pad.
Oh, it sure ain't.
But I mean, they do with pads too, but to the bare minimum. Like Mariah Carey nowadays on stage.
I gotta stop.
The bare minimum.
And let y'all tell it, Puerto Rican is not a country no more. Puerto Rico is not a country no more. I've never thought of it just a U.S. territory.
Well, what's the name was a U.S. territory before it became a state.
Hawaii. We not to make Puerto Rico a state.
I'm trying to think of last, because Hawaii and Alaska, I think, were like the last two states.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They only been here, 50, 60 years?
Mm-hmm. Like 60 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because Hawaii became a state not too long before Obama was born.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I ain't mad. I want to go to Hawaii. I've never been there.
And do what?
Have a good fucking time where I always go.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to go. I'm seriously thinking about doing a cruise for my 35th birthday.
Not to Hawaii.
Fuck no.
Oh, I was about to say.
No.
You'll be over it by the third day.
I just want to have a good time and reflect. Because a lot of people don't even get to see 30. They don't get to see 25. A lot of people don't get to see a lot of shit. I might not make it to be 35, just to be frank. But, he's a man. But I know for sure I want to see 35. That is the highest I want to get.
Did you ever think that we would be here?
This long?
No.
I thought you were about to say. No, I did not. And I hate when we go back and look at that video. You ask me, do I think Trump will be president? I'm trying to see you.
She's something else too.
I want her to go sit down.
Sit all the way down. Somebody made a good point. Somebody made a good point on my Insta, I think it was my Facebook, and they said, you know what, I really like Elizabeth Warren, but I don't think she's what we need for president. They said some people are good enough in the positions that they're in, and she's one of those people that should stay in Congress because she would be more effective in Congress rather than in the White House.
That's how I
said, oh wow,
that's Kamala.
Yeah, that's a really good comparison right there. You know, because they were saying, listen, I like her, but I don't think she's.
Fuck no.
You know, and I agree.
Amy Klobuchar, girl, bye. Like all of y'all doing too much. I know y'all want to be women. Kristen Gillibrand, girl, bye.
I feel like Kamala is the only female out there right now that's really getting.
Because she's gonna be Joe Biden's vice president.
He needs to hurry up and announce that he's running.
No, he don't.
Yes, he does. I'm getting tired of waiting.
Yeah, he's all right. He's gonna wait till it's nice in summertime. He ain't got time to be on the campaign trail.
No, he don't have no time. You're right about that. Because Joe Biden is what? He's about to be 77.
Yeah, that's my birthday twin. He alright. He cool. Cause when he run,
but I love the way he talks.
Yeah.
Cause he's the type of person that says, no, listen here, listen. We have to. And he's just so cool. It really is like uncle.
Joe cool.
No,
cool Joe.
Don't do. And I think yes, Joe.
But they say he's a little bit too touchy.
He's very touchy.
But everybody, they're gonna find, huh? What you say? Bitch, you about to clock out. You know what? What are you asking me? Because I'm being real dumb to the bullshit right now. No. Everybody got some explaining to do.
Who would you rather? Joe Biden or Trump?
None.
You gotta pick one.
None. I'm not picking none of them.
You have to.
Nope.
If it was between life and
None
death.
of them. Let me tell you something.
If it was between life and death, it doesn't matter. Do you think all these young black guys are sleeping with these old white men doing it because they like it?
No, because they're doing it for a check.
Right. So if you had to choose, if it was life and death,
And
your
I'm not
life,
choosing.
if you had to choose over your life,
Bitch,
what would
I'm
it
ready
be?
to die.
I'm jumping on Donald Trump in a minute. Because he look like he like to have a good time. I'm joking.
You're nasty. You're so nasty. I ain't got time for this.
Who would you rather? Donald Trump or Barack Obama?
Who you think I would pick?
Donald Trump.
You're trying.
Who would you rather? Barack Obama or Will Smith?
I ain't say nothing because, because I might run for president and they might find this video from 2018 like they're doing everybody else. In the Virginia's race, oh my God, it's not even a race.
Everybody is just...
You want to be blackface, you want to be raping women, and you want to do blackface.
And they all made us to be successful.
And guess what? They're all about to get eliminated, and it's going to be a Republican running the state.
It's not going to be nobody in the governorship, the lieutenant governorship, the attorney generalship.
Yeah, like, y'all, and then Katy Perry, girl, is selling shoes with blackface.
Everybody sells.
Why y'all don't y'all know? Listen, if it's black and red lips, don't sell it, okay? Now, Katy Perry, you don't need no publicity. And can we talk about Lady Gaga right quick? Because I forgot.
It's hot in here.
They're cooking. I didn't like all of the theatrics for Charlotte.
Who's that?
Close the door.
It's hot though. Somebody sitting there listening to us.
Well, let them listen.
I want to know who that was.
Close the door.
No, because I'm hot,
Oh.
bitch.
Stop wearing all the. Take the
I'm
hat
hot.
off.
No, I don't need to take the hat off. It's hot in here because the windows are closed.
Shallow is not a song that's to be performed with all those theatrics. You're trying to put the lyrics of the song. So Gaga, you jumping around, bouncing around, giving the camera where I looks like girl. Fireworks.
What's new?
I mean,
That's a lot of
Lady Gaga
content.
performed.
That's Lady Gaga content.
That wasn't yeah, but Lady Gaga won 3 Grammys last night.
She went where?
She won 3 Grammys. 2 for Shallow, 1 for Joanne. And that was the song she wrote about her aunt who passed away. But I didn't really like the album too much. It's like, I like art pop more than Joanne. But anyway. Another documentary, if y'all get some time, because I know it's snowing. So you got Sam Cooke. But I'm going to tell y'all this. Watch the Quincy Jones documentary. Because everything you think you know about Quincy Jones, you don't know a motherfucking thing. And I heard Quincy Jones' name ever since I used to see his name at the end of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air all the time. But
Quincy that man.
Jones, yes, he is.
He's that man.
He goes from his childhood. His mother was a mental patient. They threw her in a...
You know the same thing with what's her name? Aretha Franklin's mother. Aretha Franklin.
Oh, I heard of some stuff about her, but I didn't know it was all that.
Yeah, well, her mother was mental, and her mother died when she was like around, I would say like around 10 or 11. Her mother died. That's why Aretha Franklin's father basically, you know, raised her, and that's why, if you ever notice, you always hear about her father, but you never hear about her mother.
Yeah.
Her mother was a mental, and then those rumors about her father having...
And I believe it.
Oh, come on, of course. Hello? But back then, shit like that was swept under the rug. I believe it too, but it was swept under the rug because there was too many rumors about him doing it, you know,
and they weren't killed.
And then they even said, "Yeah, well, we're going, yeah."
But Quincy Jones documentary was everything. His daughter Rashada Jones, and she was basically the director of it. It followed him for a good period of, you know, through his not through his 80s, but this is around when he was like 81, 82. And they talked about his past, and
I want to check it out.
And he's
Isn't
got
this the
the
one
times
that
when he
came
done
out last year,
passed out. Yeah, it came out last year. They got times when he passed out. They had to keep calling the damn 911 and him saying that he was gonna stop drinking. It was so good. He's not afraid to open up. Like that stuff where they did that interview. I think it was kind of to be messy to sell a story.
When they said about
but he was telling the truth. But when he was talking about all the other people and what they was out there doing.
Yeah, when then he said he used to do drugs with Ray Charles or somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
I still don't think he should have said that.
Quincy does not. I mean, at this point, what you holding back for?
Yeah,
but I think they were doing that to make that the topic. But it's like anything you want to know from him, he'll tell you.
I just feel like the only reason why, I mean, and I don't have anything against of him telling his truth. I just feel like he should have been a little bit tight-lipped on certain people, only because Ray Charles still has family out there. And to say that, and while we know that Ray Charles was doing drugs, I don't think was it Ray Charles that he said.
It was Ray Charles.
What else
we call him RC.
Yeah,
Ray Charles.
And we knew from the movies that Ray Charles was wild and doing his shit. But some things I just feel like, you know,
had some tact about it.
Because I would never want you to die and then you was doing something that none of us knew about, but somebody else knew, and then they come out with a documentary and say, "Oh, well, me and Kevin used to be." I would feel some kind of way. Like, why the fuck would you put Kevin's business out there like that? Like, you don't do that. If that's what y'all were doing, that's what y'all was doing. But now Kevin's not even here to even rebut if it's true or not.
Yeah, but my family members, if they still alive, they better say something.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Like, I just feel like Quincy should have just at least been a little tight-lipped on who he was doing it with.
Yeah, and he said people who was gay and who was not gay.
Yeah, because he said about...
Quincy done dipped in that pool. Yeah. I know.
Quincy Jones wasn't a bad-looking guy back in the day either.
No, but I'm sure he's...
Remember he was on the Wiz at the World Trade Center? Did y'all know the Wiz when they did all that, it's mean to be seen. And when they doing the colors things with and Quincy Jones was on the piano. They were in the World Trade Center Plaza. And the Twin Towers was right. That was the Twin Towers that was turned into colors and stuff.
But let me tell you something. When I was watching this documentary, and he was this place to play, I said, this man is a traveling fucking man. Yeah. And him doing all that traveling is killing him. It's killing him. And his doctor's like, It's kind of like, remember how when Vince was in the hospital, there's like, nigga, you need to sit down, like, and stay in one spot.
Slow down.
Yeah. Like, I was like, that's what, like, how was he doing all, like Quincy's in this time zone here, that time zone, this country, that country. You need to chill, you 80 something. But not Quincy. Quincy gonna get a check. Oh, they want me to come to the African American Museum? All right. I want this person there, I want that person there.
And he's like 86 or something like that.
His mind is still working. Like, I love that part.
He will be 86, yeah.
But it was a great documentary.
I can see him having a huge funeral too.
Yeah. And they asked him, they said, all right, this is the last thing I'm going to say. They said, what's the only thing that you don't think you've ever succeeded in? And he said, marriage. Because he succeeded in everything else. But he talked about his wives.
How many kids he got?
Quincy got like 7 or 8 kids. And one of his wives left him, took her ass back to Sweden with the kids. Like, I'm like, Quincy.
She wasn't here for that.
He said.
But you know, back then, them men was dipping and dabbing.
Yeah, she's like, because he's always working. He was working himself to death.
Right.
He had a brain aneurysm. I didn't know. That's what my father died from. And they was like, bitch, you lucky we caught this one because you had another one about the burst. I was like, oh my God, I never knew none of this stuff about Quincy Jones. It's a great documentary. And it won a Grammy last night. Definitely watch it on Netflix. The snow was coming allegedly. And there ain't really been no snow. We always get a little bit of snow and that should be going by the next day. And I need the news to stop hyping this shit up because you know how y'all do for ratings. It's February, but come on. So we're going to go. Y'all have a great night. We'll be back
Thursday, right?
On Valentine's Day.
Oh,
yeah. Well, shit,
you got a date?
Yeah, but you got a date.
I do, but I was postponing it until later on that night.
Well, yeah, we can record that. It's Valentine's Day. Who you going out with?
That's none of your business.
Thank y'all for watching.
None of your fucking business.
If you missed any part of this video on YouTube, you won't see it until the new video is up. Thank y'all all for watching, and we will see y'all on Thursday. Happy Valentine's!
I got paid.
Me too. Go downstairs.